joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Outside, Green. Pass to Jones. Outside, Curry. Shot clock at 6. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. We'll see.
On target from range.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Reed, good.
Smart pass, just one of the many ways Kyrie Irving creates offense.
Pass to Curry. Launches it. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Curry's got 5 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Shot is good by Curry.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
George outside. From the elbow. And there's another one for the Warriors.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and they'll keep your confidence out.
Pass to Weber. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now George fires it. Weber pulls it in.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Irving looking around. Right side Reed. Outside Curry. To the inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special. Capable of shredding the defense in a screen roll.
It's Edwards with a dribble. Oh, hey! How about that?
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
George outside. And here's Curry for 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Pass to Reed. They get it again.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Outside Curry. It's George on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And that one's good. Thompson.
One of the most effortless strokes we've ever seen. Thompson can just make corner threes in his sleep.
Now here's Jones. No points yet. Pass to Curry. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Weber. Good. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Jones. Here's George. Outside O'Neal. Now Green. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Klay Thompson picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's Minnesota up by 2. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Curry with it. Gafford picks him up. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Green, a screen to the middle. The kick out, Curry. 6 to shoot. Over Highland. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's George. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Outside, Highland. Gafford. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. George draws the double. Outside Curry. Now here's George. They set a pick. Back to Curry. Inside. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorer, Paul George has to be on that list for sure.
When I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer.
And the second free throw is good. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Here's Payton. Nails it from 3. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Pass to Gafford. And it's Gary Payton the second with a foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the paint. Here's Hendricks. Puts one up from 19. And he hits the jumper.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Melton, right side. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Edwards.
And to be a superstar in this league, you need more than talent. Personality, confidence are keys too. And we know Anthony Edwards has loads of both.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:14 left to play in the second quarter. Left side, Pajemski. Pass to Curry. The deep three. The long distance three is buried.
Oh, quick on the draw. Curry knows he has the shot lined up, and it's money.
To the middle. Here's Weber. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to post. Down low. There's the double with Thompson. Shot clock at 5. It's Pajemski on the wing. Shoots over Thompson. And that one no good to start off the night. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shot is good by Edwards.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
Outside Payton. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Santos. Outside Pajemski. The three is up. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. Edwards with it. For the lead. On the take. Tipped. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards and defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Making use of the in-between area. Curry's ability to break defenses down opens up these shots.
Pass to Weber. Inside. Inside! Edwards lays it in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And here's Curry, guarded by Edwards. Curry surveys. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Pass to Edwards. High post Gafford for the lead. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Jones. Still no points. The kick out. Curry. George outside. Takes the three. Reed with the rebound. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Gafford. No good from 11 feet. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Santos. George for three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. O'Neal's got his first basket.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Pass to George. Outside Curry. There's a screen. O'Neal on the wing. Now Curry. He's got 18. Here's Santos. Back to O'Neal. Stolen by Gafford. Here's Edwards coming inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, PA. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period." Guys?
All right, thank you, Allie. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's Gafford missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Green. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer.
They've upped their intensity on defense. A noticeable change from the first half.
Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Shannon. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Weber, no good.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
To the inside. Reed. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Minnesota shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. 20 seconds left in the third.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And here's Green from the arc. Green able to hit from 3. 7 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Reed can't hit. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
By Irving. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Minnesota up by 4. And we're coming right back after this. And with 3 quarters behind it. We'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Pajemski. Pass to Green. And here's George. Here's Post. Defended by Thompson. On the wing, Curry. No good with the triple.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Green, a screen. Pass to Post. From downtown. Minnesota with a rebound. Curry with a steal. Screen by Post. Takes a 3. And again, no good by Golden State. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Here's Weber. Pass to Shannon. There's the three. It's rebounded by George. Now here's Curry. Guarded by Edwards. Back to Green. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Klay Thompson picks one up. And the Warriors making a change here. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Let me just say this, Klay Thompson is one of about 10 people in NBA history that you do not want to leave open for a three. The defense has to make it harder for him out there.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Irving. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Releases from 15. Curry with a steal.
Just a great play on D to throw him off the shot and force a turnover.
For three. It's good. Curry with a long-range bomb.
I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
They swipe it. It's a one-on-one situation. Now George. Outside Curry. Puts up the tray. Oh, Curry. Just nasty from downtown.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Outside Edwards. Irving outside. Launches it from deep. Nope.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now Curry, down to 5 on the shot clock. The free ball is down!
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And here's Minnesota now. Outside Edwards. George with a steal. They double-team Curry. Here's Green. Curry with it. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. And he slams it down.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And now we've got an intentional foul. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And Minnesota making a change here. Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Can't get it.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
Got it up in time. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Here's Curry. From deep. That's off.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Screen by O'Neal. Thompson with a steal. Edwards. Off on the layup. And here's George. Outside Curry. Now Green. No good from three. Now here's Irving. Outside Edwards. Oh, big finish.
Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Oh, the stuff.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
Got Curry. Now Green deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Curry! Corner three, buried by Curry.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Well, overtime basketball, about a minute and a half played. Outside Edwards from downtown. No good. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They lead by one. Now George fires the three. Buries it from outside.
That's what you love about PG. He rises to the occasion.
Irving goes in. And there it is.
The right guy to go to in this situation. Kyrie Irving has so many tricks in his bag that will help him find the shot that he needs.
Screen by O'Neal. Now it's Jones. George fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Jones with the ball. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Here's Irving. Outside Edwards. There's a screen. And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.